Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and today I got a lot of stuff to show you as usual, of course. Let's get right into it. I got a couple of boxes in the mail from some pals. We got something from Doug Young here, who sent me the Taco Bell Firebird from Matchbox. This is kind of funny because I showed a Taco Bell card that my buddy Jay got for me. In a previous episode, I showed that. And then he's got me the Taco Bell Firebird. So, yeah, he got one since I know you collect it, look forward to your future streams on Whatnot. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I will be doing another, I'm likely going to be doing another giveaway stream similar to the one I did on Whatnot. So if you're still not on Whatnot, go hit me up with a follow there. That would be appreciated. I'll drop my invite link again in a pinned comment for this video so that you're able to do that. If you're new to the platform and you follow the invite link, it will give you a $15 credit towards your first purchase. So that's pretty cool. So I got this. And then I got it again. Another one. So my buddy Jay also sent me a box with just some random stuff. He's been sending me like the weirdest diecast he can find, basically. Just some weird, odd things. And he said he found this. He sent this to me. And then he also sent me this Pit Stop Rusty Wallace stock car on this interesting packaging here. So we'll check this out. I always like looking at this stuff. It's always fun. It's a Racing Collectibles Club of America car. And then he sent me this weird thing, this blown, whatever this is, Bad Ride, blown 1967 Shelby GT500 from Blown Series 8. Not sure I have anything like this in my collection. We'll go ahead and check it out. Again, it's always interesting to check out like defunct diecast brand. All right, so that's that stuff. And then I did get an Ultra Red recently from my buddy Diecast, the Jeep. So this is from 2023 release 2. We're going to open this Ultra Red up along with the version A and version B of the Jeep in the series. All right, so we're going to check that out. And then, surprisingly enough, my mic here, surprisingly enough, the rest of what we're going to look at was found in the store. Yeah, I did. I found some stuff. Nothing spectacular, but, you know, it's fun. We found some stuff. We're going to look at actually a lot of mainline cars today because I've, my Walmart closer to me, got a dump bin of M case. Dump bin. I haven't seen a dump bin in, I don't even know how long. It's been a long time. But the M case, Hot Wheels Basics, is stacked with goodies. I wasn't first to the bin, but thankfully there was a lot left behind. So it was a Zamac bin. So we got two different Zamac cards. I don't know if there's only two in the case, but there was a lot of these there. The Automobili Pininfarina Battista in Zamac, and then the Corvette C7 Z06 in Zamac. So we got those two, and then the rest of the case is pretty stacked with good models. We've got a 07 Ford Mustang in Falcon livery. We've got the Rimac, a recolor of the Rimac in white, which actually it looks fantastic in white. I really like the blue one. It looks really good in white. We got a DeLorean. We got a Challenger SRT Demon. There's a 72 Corvette Stingray, convertible, good one there, a Firebird, and purple, this weird BMW i8 Roadster, which is kind of cool looking. I think the Super was supposed to be that little, I don't know, I forget what the heck it's called. Or is it this? I don't know. This is the basic of the Cyclone. And I don't think we've ever seen this in Basics before, right? Like, this is the first time it's shown up in Basics, and I think it's also, you can find it in a Super Treasure Hunt, if I'm not wrong. I don't know if that's an M case Super or the case before. I'm not sure. But there was one of these there, and I grabbed that. And then we've got the 73 Honda Civic in orange. Oh, I guess I got 2 of those here. So, anyway. And then we've got the Volvo P1800 Gasser. The 76 Chevette. Very cool. I don't know if you've seen this in the mainline either. I know this was kind of a premium-ish release. I think it was in like Cool Classics, maybe. Flying Colors. Not sure. But yeah, so that might be new to mainline as well. I might be wrong. But the Lotus Amira. The Chevy Nova Wagon, which looks really good. I actually like this casting quite a bit. That's a cool one. And then this kind of interesting thing, this Volvo XC40 Recharge with like forestry tampos. And then 2 really hot ones in the set, which would be the Mercedes-Benz SEC R560 SEC AMG in silver. We've already seen it in black, and now we got it in silver. Both really good looking mainline models. And then this cool thing, this Alfa Romeo GTV 6 3.0. This is very, very cool. For a mainline, I mean, come on. Ooh, that is good. That is good. These 2 are going to be in competition for mainline of the year, no doubt. And to be honest, I might pick the bottom one. I don't know, but the black version of this is just so nice as a mainline car. Just really, really good. And then they must have stocked this Fast and Furious set very late to the game there, because the only thing that was hanging were these Alphas. And there was like 4 or 5 of them hanging, and that was it. So for some reason, people are not picking up the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA. Don't know why. I mean, I know the hot one in the case is going to be the Acura Integra, right? Duh. I mean, the BMW is pretty nice too. That Nissan Maxima is a new casting, and there's a lot of people not real happy with the way that casting turned out. I guess it's not even really a Nissan Maxima. I don't know. Anyway, there's that, and the custom Mustang is actually looking pretty cool too. I actually may pick up the rest of the set if I find it. Who knows? Maybe I'll find it. Maybe I won't. Not a big deal. All right. And then lastly, some stuff is I picked up a couple of Majorettes from Walmart. And we've got this Porsche 911 Carrera S, which looks really good. And then we've got this Majorette Ford Fiesta World Rally car. This is really cool. Very, very cool for just a Majorette on the shelf. I actually am really glad that Majorette's been showing up at Walmart. I've picked up a few of them as we've seen them, and it's the premium ones. They got like rubber tires and stuff, so it's very nice to see those. And then lastly, I've got 2 models from Johnny Lightning Classic Gold. This is 2022 release 2, and for some reason this is like just showing up at Target. So whatever. I'm not really sure what the delay was, but I'm just seeing these at Target. I have one model already from the set. I don't even remember how I got it. If I had just ordered it from somewhere and just picked one up just to get it. It was the Nissan 300ZX. Yeah, that one from the set in green. So now I've got the 2012 Chevy Corvette Z06 and the Mazda RX-7. So we're going to check those 2 out. Very, very cool there. This is a really good, solid set of Classic Gold. I need to get the Mercury Cougar Eliminator for sure and the Mustang SVO. So I got to find those 2. Those both are Auto World castings. I believe the SVO is like a gray, and the Cougar Eliminator is yellow. There was a Cougar Eliminator there, but I did not pick it up because unfortunately it had some paint issues, and I just was like, no, I'm not gonna get it. I will wait and hopefully find one, you know, in good shape. So there's that. So we actually got a lot to look at. That's a lot of cars here. Probably about almost 30 30 pieces here we got to open up. So let's go ahead and flip the camera around and let's look at this stuff up close. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so let's start with this Firebird Formula Stars and Stripes Matchbox Madness. Taco Bell exclusive series, only available at Taco Bell. Yeah, man, Taco Bell should put out some Matchbox cars. It's pretty cool. I think this is probably going to be the only other one I really would think I would want in this set of Taco Bell cars. But yeah, they're kind of weird. They're interesting. We're going to open up the one that's on the worst card. That makes probably the most sense. What's the beauty of being a loose car collector? Is being able to just open up stuff that's on a crap card. And there you go. So there's our card. And then here is our car. So it's kind of interesting. There's no interior on these. At least I'm going to assume there's no interior on these because it's a weird variation of the casting where there is no window piece either. It's just all solid metal body, plastic base. No suspension. A lot of times the Matchbox from this era would have some suspension. This does not. So pretty interesting that they made a cheaper version of their castings. I suppose cheaper to make version of the casting. Copyright date 1998. 98, really? I thought it would be older than that, but it's not. Made in China. So it's just a weird piece. And we'll join my Firebird collection / oddball collection, which I enjoy. All right, so there's that. Thank you again, both of you, for that. And then we've got this pit stop, Diecast Racing Replicas pit stop for ages 3 and up. Rusty Wallace. Who makes this? Racing Collectibles of America. Fan Fuel Sports Marketing Group. Why is this, like, redacted up here? What's the deal with that? I don't know. That's weird because it's like printed on there. It's not marker. I don't know. That's weird. Don't know what that's about. America's #1 collector club. To join, give that number a call and you give her a join in 1995. So yeah, it looks like we've got another car without an interior, possibly. Let's go ahead and open this up. This will join the weird stuff. It's a Ford Thunderbird. What I was interested in is the tires, and yeah, they are rubber. Interesting. Okay, so this thing, plastic base, metal body. Do we got any markings indicating anything on the base? RCI is on the bottom. Made in China. The tires are like a very soft rubber. So that's cool. This thing doesn't look like it has any sort of interior, probably, judging that by how blacked out the windows are. And typically the reason why you would do that is to hide that that it's empty in there. And but it does look pretty cool. I don't know, this is kind of cool. What you guys think of this? I don't really collect NASCAR stuff. I kind of like vintage racing stuff. I don't really dig anything anywhere close to modern. And I guess this is sort of, I mean, this is getting old now. Copyright date was 1995, so probably 1996, we're going to guess that is the case. So, pretty cool. All right, that's neat. All right, and this weird thing, blown. So these are kind of tuned cars, is what it appears. This is the Shelby GT500 1967, Series 8 of blown. I don't know what stores these were available in. It looks like they also released 1/24 scale. It looks like a radio control 1A scale. Weird. 1/24 trucking one. I don't know. Weird stuff. So there's that. For more information, visit onebadride.com, which I'm sure doesn't exist anymore. If it does, I'm sure they're not active anymore. Looking for copyright information in 2008. So I guess not that old in the grand scheme of Diecast. Let's go ahead and open it up. I don't think I ever really remember seeing these in store, but who knows? I wasn't looking back then, so I'm sure they were there. Probably at Walmart's, probably at the usual suspects. Probably Shopko and stuff, and Kmart, because those were around. But let's check out this blown Shelby. So definitely larger than 1/64 scale, for sure. We've got a metal base, I believe. Metal body. This very much reminds me of kind of like Jada in the way that it is. It's screwed together, and the screw's actually kind of loose. Oh, I can't tighten it. I guess it's cross-threaded. Cross-thread's better than no thread, I guess. And it's got rubber tires. The paint's kind of pretty high quality, I guess. It feels kind of nice. It looks all right. The motor bit up front here is plastic. This one, see, when you lift it up, this base is kind of falling off because that screw's not in all the way, and you can't turn it in all the way because I believe it is cross-threaded. This thing rolls. So kind of an interesting, weird thing. So this is just going to join, hey, I got an example of these blown cars now. We're going to throw this in a jammer with the rest of my weird stuff. And, you know, eventually we will do a video on the weird stuff, like my collection of just odd brand diecasts where I've got, you know, stuff like this and stuff like this and some other stuff, some weird stuff. It's just, you know, it's fun. It's fun to have those little pieces of, I guess, diecast history, I guess. So, yeah. All right, next thing we're going to look at is Auto World, and we're going to open up these Jeeps. And I guess as good a place to start as any is version A of the casting. So this is a new parts tooling. What is the new part that has been tooled for this particular 2013 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Moab edition? What's the new part? Will it tell us? Yes, with its newly tooled power bulge hood. It's got a bulge. It's in Crush, orange Crush. Let's check out the bulge, I guess. So open up the Jeep. And there's your bulge. Power bulge. And the hood should open, of course. It's Auto World Premium. And there it is. You got your motor underneath there for the power bulge hood. I don't know if the engine tooling is any different. Is there a reason? What necessitates the bulge of power in the hood? Is that because there is some sort of difference in the engine of the actual real Jeep where it requires extra space, you know, for more power? Baby. So, yeah, there it is. We got our Jeep. It's an orange. It's a good color for this Jeep. Looks all right. It's a little Halloweenish in Orange Crush. We got the orange and black, I guess appropriate. Halloween's right around the corner. Yeah, looks all right. I definitely prefer it in this wild gecko green color, though. And this is also, of course, has the power bulge hood for the Moab Edition Jeep. So let's go ahead and crack this one open. And take a look. Yeah, definitely prefer it in the green. I think the green's cooler. And the one thing you gotta love about like Mopar stuff, Jeep stuff, whatever, they like to use crazy, wild, bold colors. And that's always been the case. If you look at, you know, older muscle cars, stuff like that, it was always like the Mopars. It appears the Mopars are the ones that had the crazy, bright, loud colors for their cars. It's kind of cool. Kind of sets them, you know, apart a little bit. Gives them an identity. But yeah, this is, you know, I always say it, I'm not much of a Jeep guy, so I don't get too terribly excited over, you know, a power bulge hood. But still pretty cool. And these are good versions of this casting. I think both colors are pretty cool. All right. And then, of course, we got the Ultra Red. And the Ultra Reds... So the attributes of these, they actually go after the version B car, but I don't think there's going to be anything different between these two besides body color. to where that difference would be apparent from looking at the actual Ultra Red car. I say it every time, and I will say it every time, just because there's people that are new to the channel and don't understand the way Auto World chases work. It seems like is not really complicated as it is. It's complicated enough to confuse a lot of people. And when you're looking at a regular store release, it doesn't matter if you find it on version A or version B card in general, okay? There are some weird exceptions. But in general, it does not matter. You find it on version A or version B card, the car on the inside will be the same for the chase. It does not matter. This will have the same, exactly the same thing. Okay? So now that's out of the way, let's go ahead and open it up. So the chase attributes for this are supposed to be version B, which again doesn't really matter for this particular casting because there is no difference. But for some other ones in the set, in the series, it will be, you'll obviously know that it's from version B. I should mention also, just in case anybody's, wondering, yeah, so they changed the traits up for each release. It's not, just because this is a chase in this release, it's not necessarily what to look out for in another release or a different release. Okay, anyway, we've got this, and these are going to have an Ultra Red body, white tires, gold rims, Ultra Red base, white interior. A lot going on, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different like chase attributes for this particular one, particular series, I should say. Oh, they didn't put the. I wish they would have done the white and gold rim for the spare too. That would have been kind of neat. But yeah, definitely looks like a chase. It's kind of cool looking. I kind of dig the gold rim Ultra Red combo. They kind of borrow traits too from other white lightnings that they've done. So that's kind of a little neat thing too. And yeah, we've got, this is my second one in the set. So I am still missing, what do we got left in the set? There is the, what is it? The Mitsubishi Starion. I'm missing the Silverado, Fleet Side, the old 442. That's it. Oh, I do have the Pontiac Firebird. So I got the Pontiac Firebird, the Caravan. I got this one. So I got 3. I got half of it done. Well, of course, once I get the full set, we'll be doing a video on the full set like I usually do. Check out my Auto World playlist for more Auto World content. All right. Moving on from that, before we get into the Mattel world of things, let's go ahead and pop a couple Majorette. So again, Majorette, I'm kind of been excited for Majorette to show up in U.S. Walmarts and kind of have a consistent presence there and put out some really cool diecast. Their first foray back in the U.S. in modern times was like Toys R Us, and I don't think they really did it right. This is much better improvement from what they were doing there. These are also typically found at Hobby Lobby as well, but it is really nice to just get them right at Walmart. They're cheaper at Walmart, especially since Hobby Lobby kind of discontinued that 40% off one item coupon, which was always clutch when buying diecast, and unfortunately that's gone. But we do have this here. These are actually distributed by Jada Toys, or imported by Jada Toys into the U.S. Don't know exactly how that relationship works, but it doesn't really matter. We're getting them here, and that's pretty cool. It's always nice having another option for cool little 1/64 scale-ish cars. And here is our Porsche 911 Carrera S. You get a little collector box. Car should fit in there, yeah. And then we got the car itself. Now, this has rubber tires. It's a plastic base. It does have suspension. It's got an opening hood, which is kind of weird since the engine's in the back. So you got your frunk here and then opening doors. But this casting's been out for a while, and it's really nice looking. It looks, I think, really good. But what I'm more excited about is this rally car. All right, so this is really kind of cool. It's like a legit liveried rally car, which is neat. And I think it's neat. It's Gus Greensmith. No idea who he is. I don't follow rally racing. It's funny because I really like race cars and stuff like that, but my knowledge of actual racing and race cars is like nothing. I guess I don't even really know how to get into it. I'd like to watch more, or pay attention maybe more to some of it. I think it would be fun to do, but anyway, I like the cars. Whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is a Ford Fiesta WRC Majorette, and let's open this up. I will definitely get more of these as these come out, as we see more from the WRC World Rally stuff show up here. Hopefully we'll see it, more show up at Walmart's. And I'll be tempted to pick up probably every single one because, I don't know, if they look as good as this one appears to look, I think I'm definitely going to be grabbing them. So, again, Majorette, we get the box, little collector box, which I like a box. I dig a box. I think they're cool. And we've got suspension on it, which is nice. We've got rubber tires. This thing rolls super smooth. And looks pretty good. I don't know how accurate the livery is. No idea. But to me, it's a nice looking little race car. And we've got kind of inserted details for the headlights. Majorette does this with the window piece like a lot of brands of diecast do. And I think this is really cool. I mean, the graphics are very sharp. They're nicely done. They're like a Tampo graphic instead of, your Hotwheels premium stuff that has that dot matrix stuff that we don't really like. And overall it looks pretty sharp and nice. I dig this actually quite a lot. I saw it. I'm like, I have to get it. So I picked it up. So I think this is cool. You guys let me know what you think. What do you think in general about Majorette showing up? I know that the Pinks series, which seems to be like a Jada-born series of Majorette castings, because the Pinks thing I think is more like Jada kind of thing. Iced coffee. And then yeah, where was I going with that? Yeah, anyway, so those are kind of cool. They're a little bit wild colored and stuff like that. I haven't picked up any of them. I haven't really seen any, like the one that seems to be like left behind all the time is the G-Wagon. I just haven't grabbed it. But what do you guys think about Majorette now showing up at Target too? So Target and Walmart, and being more accessible to us U.S. collectors. I think it's cool. I'm excited about it. It's hard for me not to get excited about any new diecast availability, easily picked right off the shelf, right? That's something to celebrate, I think. All right, next we got Johnny Lightning. Yeah, we got these two cars. So let's go ahead and pop these open. I'm having some weird deja vu again, where I think I might already have these two. But I'm looking, and I would have kept them out because they're Auto World Deluxe castings, both of these. And I don't see them, so I don't think... Well, not both of them, sorry. This is a new casting. This is an Auto World Deluxe casting, sorry. And, yeah, I don't think I have either of them, so I think we're safe to go ahead and open these. We got Sunrise Red on the Mazda RX-7. Let's go ahead and pop this open. I love this casting. This casting is done fantastically by Johnny Lightning / Round 2, and definitely could be released just as an Auto World as it stands, really. And nobody would think it was weird, because it's got basically all the Auto World features. The only real difference is that the wheels turn independently on the axle, so that's a different kind of style of how they do Auto World cars, which is they do the fixed wheels to the axle. I'm trying to open the hood here. There we go. Oh, there we were. All right, this one's kind of opening a little tough, but you can see the engine detail in there. But yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool little car. And yeah, I mean, who doesn't dig that? That's cool. I dig it. You dig it? I dig it. This is awesome. All right. Then we got this Supersonic Blue 2012 Chevy Corvette Z06. This again was also a Auto World tooling. And or this was an on-world tooling. Sorry, this wasn't. I don't know why I keep saying that. This is a new Johnny Lightning tooling. I keep wanting to say it's an Auto World tooling because I believe it, could be in the Auto World premium line, and no one would bat an eye. It's also got kind of an Auto World style tooling number on the bottom. And then we've got this one, which was a deluxe casting, and that's why the tooling number on the bottom is actually 164-004-JL. So 164-004 is the Auto World version of the tooling with a plastic base, plastic tires. And then this is the Johnny Lightning version. And it being number 4, it's like the 4th tooling from Auto World. So interesting little fact there. But yeah, it looks pretty good. In this color, it looks all right. Rolls pretty good. And it's a fairly nice looking Corvette. So I love the Classic Gold series from Johnny Lightning, one of my favorites to collect. I like Classic Gold. I like Street Freaks. Both of those are really, really cool, I think. So you guys, let me know what you think. All right, Hot Wheels time. We got a lot to open here. We got the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA, and we will start with that in orange with a black stripe. Not much to write home about here. I guess it's from Fast X. Again, I've never seen any Fast and the Furious movie, so shoot me for that, I guess. But there this is. So I have no idea of the movie presence of this. No clue whatsoever. But I picked it up, and I may pick up the rest of the set when I do find it. If I find it, we'll see. So there's that. Nothing too exciting, and I guess it must not be exciting to too many people because people are leaving this one behind. This is peg warming. So I don't know. Again, I don't know why. Not sure, but it is. Let's stick with orange for a second. All right, now we're going to get into mainline cars. And for once this year, I'm actually really excited about mainlines. Because like I said, this M case is really stacked with good models. So we're going to start with the 73 Honda Civic Custom, which is a new casting for 2023. Did we already see this in one other color? I'm trying to think, maybe white or something. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe not. Look at that. It's cool. Little Honda. But I'm digging that. Hotwheels J Imports, their customized Civic. You can bring 70s style to the 21st century as you roam the open road with flared wheel arches, low suspension, and 2 rally spec headlights. Huh? Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, yeah, this is neat. Little Civic. Of course it's going to be popular. It's a little Honda. People love those things. People love their little Hondas. So, yeah, it's a cool little casting. I mean, Hot Wheels has done a good job developing new toolings. And this year, in particular, some really, really, really good ones. This one is a new tooling as well. The 72 Stingray convertible. I think we first initially got it in blue, and I think this is a recolor in gray. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. This one actually has an L case on it. But let's open that up and check that out. Kind of cool. Should we read the back of this one too? Cruise along the coast to feel the wind and enjoy a healthy dose of speed in this head-turning convertible that's based on a Hot Wheels designer's very own car. Who owns this thing? Which one of the designers has one of these? It's cool looking. I dig it. So, digging that. Pretty cool little new tooling. It's got to be great, too, as a designer for Hot Wheels to have your own vehicles be released in the main line. Then we got the DMC DeLorean. Now, this is a tooling that's been around for, quite a while. This is kind of an interesting color. This is from Hot Wheels the 80s. This 2M case is what's on it. Save the cards. I always give these away, actually, to some buddies of mine in the local club that do the mail-in stuff. They don't like opening their stuff, so we give them the cards, or I give them the cards so they can do that. DMC DeLorean, the copyright date on the bottom of this casting is 2009, which places this initial release probably 2010, if we have to guess. And I have to guess because I don't know for sure. It is a weird color. It is a matte purplish blue. Yeah, and that's that. And the graphics are kind of neat on it. It does look kind of 80s, so that's kind of cool. I like this tooling. I think they did a good job of it. I would like a premium diecast company to release a DeLorean. Like, we don't have a legit like premium true 164 scale DeLorean from any brand yet. It would be cool if there would be a brand that would do that. I don't know, maybe like Mini GT? Would you do it? You might be a good candidate for it. It would be cool to see it in Auto World too, but maybe they wouldn't do it in Auto World and stuff, or maybe they would shy away from it because really the only factory color for it is that stainless steel. And so what are you going to do beyond that? And maybe that's what's keeping one from being made. But I guarantee you it would sell. People would definitely pick that up. Drop a comment down below if you agree with me. All right, so BMW i8 Roadster in black. I think we initially saw this in white, maybe? I think that's what it was. But here's this. And I think that this casting originally came out in the Hot Wheels ID series. I think that's where it debuted. And I think this is the first year that we've seen it in mainline. Correct me if I'm wrong. I always got to say correct me if I'm wrong. It keeps my buddy Doomis really busy in the comments trying to correct all my mistakes and answer all of my questions, and he does a fantastic job, by the way, of doing that. So you get the most out of these videos. Watch him after he does, because you can read the comments and he answers like every single question I would have about anything Hot Wheels, because he's a turbo Hot Wheels nerd, and that's cool. All right. New for 2023, this is the Volvo P1800 Gasser. We initially saw this in green. It was a Legends Tour winner. And green was the first color, so that's the color, I believe, of the real vehicle that this is modeled after. But then we get a recolor in red. Definitely prefer it in green, but it looks okay in red too. Very interesting to have a Gasser version of a Volvo. And of course, that's like Hot Wheels recipe all the way. So naturally, this thing won the Legends Tour. That makes total sense. Yeah, pretty cool little casting. And again, another new one for 2023. So put the new toolings. Let's keep the new toolings separate. This is first to mainline, so I think we should include it. That's our only old one. And here's an older one. This is a 64 Chevy Nova wagon. I really do like this casting. It's been out for quite a while. We shall find out when we look at the base here at the copyright information. This copyright date is 2012. I want to say, and I could be totally wrong, but I want to say that did this initially make its appearance as a premium with a metal base? I know we've seen it as a Super Treasure Hunt before, and I have it. I want to say, though, maybe it was initially made for premium and then adapted to the mainline. But I will be corrected if I am wrong. The information will be provided, likely in the comments, likely by a certain individual that does a great job doing that. All right, retro slot wheels, which originated from the Cool Classics line. And this casting might have been used in Cool Classics too. Maybe. Yeah, in red. I thought it looked really good, so I had to pick it up. That's an older casting. We'll put it over there. We've got so this one, the Chevy Chevette. So this is another one I'm a little confused about as to whether or not this is the first time we've seen it in mainline or not. Again, we're in M cases here, Hot Wheels drag strip. The Chevette. I believe this was released in Cool Classics. Again, we'll find out more information here. But here it is. Copyright date on the base is 2022. So it's like copyrighted like it's a new tool, which definitely makes me believe that this is the first time it's been in the mainline. I know it's not a brand new tooling, like altogether. But that base is newly tooled, and it looks like maybe the licensing was redone or something, and that's why it has a different copyright date on the plastic base. And I don't know if they always do that, if it first appears in the main line, that they change the copyright date. Because this one still says 2018. And this is, even though it had a plastic base for ID, you know, those bases weren't the same. I don't think, because they had that like chip in them or whatever. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's got a little flub here on the tampo, which is what it is, but that's a cool looking car, actually. Very cool looking. And I like the color combination too of the tampos and the paint. So that's pretty neat. I think this is first to mainline, so we're throwing it over there. Lotus Amira in gray. Did this come out last year? Where did this casting debut? Did this not debut in the mainline either? Copyright date on the bottom is 2022, but there's no indication that it is a new for 2023 model. I'm not sure. I think this one was new too. So I don't know where to put this one. But it's a pretty good looking car. And I think initially we've seen it in red, I believe. Right. What's next? Firebird, little 1970 Pontiac Fire Chicken. This was a Legends Tour winner, I think, from last year, maybe the year before. We get it in purple this time. Of course, I collect this casting. Duh, it's a Firebird. And yeah, it's kind of cool. And copyright date on the bottom is 2021. So probably, yeah, first released in the 2022 mainline. Again, I could be wrong, but we try to be factually accurate. But I'm going off of memory, so that is not always the best. But pretty cool looking little Firebird in purple. Nothing too exciting, but I like it. Let's see, we got this thing. This has been around for a bit. The 18 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. This was also released, at least as a Super Treasure Hunt, maybe twice, actually. I think it was the same casting 2 years in a row. There was a gold one, or like a yellow one or whatever, with Jags livery or licensing or whatever. And then there was one in red, I believe. Or maybe that was the Demon. Or yeah, this is the Demon. I don't know. But we got that. It's all blacked out. It looks kind of cool. Copyright date on the bottom. But this one is 2018, so we're guessing 2019 mainline debut. I don't think it's been released in anything other than the mainline. But yeah, in black. It looks all right. Let's see what else we got. We did that one. We've got. I'm saving like the best ones for last. Let's see. Here's one we can go through. The 07 Ford Mustang. Is this the Super Snake casting? I don't know. There's so many different Mustang castings. This looks a little bit goofy. That back wheel being so large with this rim or this particular wheel choice, it looks a little odd. In Falcon livery, though, and I love Falcon livery. It's a cool livery. That kind of like green to blue, kind of turquoise effect sort of thing going on. And it is pretty cool. This casting's been around for a while. 2007 is when this casting would have, well, at least been licensed or created. So likely 2008 is a pretty fair assumption as to when it actually came out. Looks okay. It's Falcon livery. I like it. What do we got left here? Well, let's do Zamac. We got this guy, Corvette C706. Zamac number 10 for 2023. I have no idea what I am missing from Zamac for 2023. I was shocked actually to see these because I don't see Zamac cars barely ever on the pegs. You know, usually the first person to the bin snags all of them. And for once that didn't happen, and that's cool. So, but there were so many of these. And I think there's only 2 different castings per case now for Zamacs. Something like that. I thought traditionally there were 3. But maybe because there's 2, there's a lot more of the individual castings to go around. And maybe that's kind of deterring people from picking up every single one. And part of it might be this casting. I don't know if it's like a casting that people are too excited about. Copyright date is 2016 on this one. Probably around since 2017, we can assume. And it's decent looking, but not as cool looking as the Automobili Pininfarina Battista, which I think this casting debuted last year. And I think we got it in black this year. And then we got the Zamac. I don't know if there's been another recolor. I can't remember. Of this thing with the wild graphics. This is a cool casting. Copyright date 2021. So yeah, last year debut. It looks really good as a Zamac. I think that looks pretty awesome. So yeah, there is that. And that one's pretty neat. We'll just leave that one right there. Right, we only got a couple left. Let's do... This is a new for 2023 casting. This is the Volvo XC40 Recharge. Honestly, I would not have picked this up at all, except for that I liked actually the graphic on it and the color. I thought it looked really good. Like the trees, these evergreens, and this color green on the vehicle, I thought looked really good. So that is the reason why I picked this one up, solely on the color, really. The little crossover SUV, whatever the heck it is, EV something, does nothing for me whatsoever. I'm not crazy about it at all. But we got it in this kind of cool color and livery or graphic, and I think that it looks good. So I picked it up. That's a new casting. We can put that over there for 2023. And then we got this. We got the Rimac Navara. I really like the blue one, and this white one might actually rival it. It looks fantastic in white. I don't know. It just looks really good, I think. Well, there's some issues up in the front, of course, with the Tampo. If I find another one of these, I will probably inspect it closely and pick up another one through. Just because I really like this for some reason. I don't know really why. I think the shape of the car is cool. I don't know. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm digging that one. That's a new car for 2023. We can pop that over here. And then we got this, which is the Mercury Cyclone. This is not a new casting for 2023, but I believe it is the first time we've seen it in a mainline, and it's got a copyright date of 2022. So that would make a lot of sense. We got a newly tooled plastic base for the metal body. Maybe it was completely newly tooled. I don't know. But this was definitely available in premium. And it's very, very cool. El Segundo Cyclone, Mike's transmissions. This thing is awesome. I want the super treasure hunts of this. I do. Okay. I don't want every single super that comes out every year, but there are some that I want. This is one of them. I will definitely try to get this one at some point. So, very cool. All right. Last two. We've got this one here. And these two, like I said, are going to be very much candidates for casting of the year for mainline Hot Wheels. And we got the new for 2023, 89 Mercedes-Benz 560 SEC AMG. And I was kind of corrected on my last video when I kind of like complained. I'm like, wow, that's kind of lazy that they did this like metal, they just did the metal sunroof instead of putting the glass in. Well, I was corrected to that's what it had. It had a metal little sunroof kind of thing that would flip up. So, my bad. All right, so there we go. I was wrong. Somebody corrected me in the comments of the last video. I think it was the last video. When we looked at this one in black. And here we got it in silver. I think I prefer the one in black. The one in black looks just so nice for a mainline. The silver one looks really good too. But the black one, I think, edges it out a little bit. You guys let me know what you think. And then what I really want to know, actually, is do you think this casting, which one of these is cooler? Which casting are you more into? And actually, what is your favorite new casting of 2023 for mainline Hot Wheels? There's been some bangers. So this is definitely one of them. This is Alfa Romeo GTV 63.0, new for 2023. This is the first color we've got it in. I don't know if we're going to get it in another color this year. I have no idea. But here it is. And the other neat thing, of course, is that is a brand new wheel for Hot Wheels, mainline. And it looks really cool on this car. This thing is awesome. I got good paint on mine too. Sorry, Alex. My buddy Alex, who writes for Lamley, did an article about he got this car and he was really excited about it, and the paint was just completely god awful. So I can confirm that they're not all like that. And this just looks really good. We've got full detail up front on the sides. Nothing on the back, of course, but that's fine. This looks really awesome. All right, so I am digging that, definitely. So that's going to be it for this episode. I don't know, what's our car of the day? It might be this. That's a good candidate. I really do like this thing, though, too. And then, of course, you know, anytime we add an Ultra Red to the collection, which is almost weekly, that's always still special to me. So, you guys, let me know what you thought of this. Thanks for hanging on for another long one. I appreciate you, and enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Bye.